Hi there. Are you tired of that relentless inner voice that is always trying to pull you down? Do you wish that you could be kinder to yourself, but still keep yourself accountable to achieve your goals or make the progress that you're striving to achieve? If that sounds like you, or if this topic is sparking your curiosity, please stick around, because I'm going to share 4 simple tips that if you put into place, you will be able to catch yourself in the act when that voice surfaces, and you can become kinder towards yourself. For anyone new to this channel, hello, I am Tanya. I am a rapid transformational therapist and coach, and I empower women over the age of 40 to truly love themselves, listen to that inner critic and turn it into their inner cheerleader in order for them to thrive in whichever phase of life they may find themselves. So, if you are like me and like the millions or billions of people on this planet, you will have an inner critic that will surface from time to time. For some people, that inner voice can be very negative and very unkind and cruel at times. But at other times, it can be empowering and encouraging. And what we want to do is become aware when it is negative, when it is criticizing, and for us to take a few steps that will enable us to shift the words, and how we actually feel as a result of the words that inner voice is actually sharing with us. So, the simple steps start with step 1. Becoming aware of that inner voice. Is it surfacing every single day? Is it surfacing at certain situations? Is there some cue trigger that happens when that voice surfaces? What is that voice? Is that voice negative, or is it positive and encouraging? So becoming aware of when it surfaces, what language it uses, and how you feel as a result of hearing that inner voice, that is the first step. It's all about awareness. Now, to start with, it might be something that you need to put conscious effort into to start becoming aware of that voice, because it's automatic. It happens as it's happened for years, and if you've not made a conscious effort to pay attention to it, you might be on autopilot and you're not aware of it until further down the line. So that will take a bit of practice and effort on your part to become conscious, become aware of when that voice surfaces. The second point is about acknowledging the voice. We are all human, and our kind of main aim is for us to survive and thrive in this life. And that inner voice might be sort of like surfacing because it's trying to protect you and keep you safe. But what we want to do is accept that it's got a voice and it's actually sharing some information with us. And then in step 3, we actually give it the words, we give it the articulation, we enable that voice, that inner critic, to be able to tell us what it wants to share with us. Now, we can actually capture that information by verbally saying, I am feeling unsafe, or we can write it down in a journal, or we can take a note of it on our phone or whatever device you want to sort of capture this information. So it's about giving that inner voice the words to be able to articulate what it's wanting to share with you. And then the fourth point, which is the most kind of crucial out of all of them, but you need to do all four in the kind of sequence of becoming aware, acknowledging and articulating, and then it's about challenging. Asking the question, what this inner voice is saying, challenge it and say, is this actually factually correct? Is it true? Is it true all the time? Because it might mean that in this moment in time, yes, you are not safe, and it's actually giving you the warning, it's actually trying to keep you safe. So listening to that inner voice is the right thing to do, and you heed the kind of advice that it's giving you. If on the other hand, it's actually telling you that you are stressed out and you are overwhelmed and you're anxious, when in actual fact, that is not necessarily what the situation really requires you to feel and experience in that moment. Therefore, because doing things that are unfamiliar and uncomfortable can create that sense of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm in our body, and that inner voice might be coming to say, oh, you need to keep safe and you need to go back and do what you were doing before. But that's not necessarily what you need or want to do in order for you to push your comfort zone, for you to try and experience new things, for you to pursue your goals and aspirations. So challenging that inner voice is really vital in order to understand if it is really trying to help you or if it's trying to keep you in that comfort zone, in the familiar. And this is where, as I said, it will take time because we operate probably 90% of the time on autopilot. Our subconscious mind has got programs already embedded in it from your past behaviours and your past experiences, and it tries to keep you in that kind of comfort zone. But if you really take time and look at your life, you'll probably see that when you experience the biggest growth, learning, and probably the most enjoyment and the sense of feeling proud and really loving yourself for taking uncomfortable action is when you've pushed that comfort zone, when you've gone out of what was familiar and you tried something new. Because unless you try things, you never know if those things are going to give you more fulfillment, more joy, more contentment into your life. And as a result, you need to keep on challenging yourself. But you can only do that by becoming aware, by giving that voice and the ability to articulate and acknowledging and listening to it, and then able to challenge it. And as I've mentioned in another kind of video, repetition is really important, whether it's repetition of me repeating these words to try and get them from your short-term memory into your long-term memory and then into your subconscious, or by you taking practical steps, self-reflecting a few times during the day. Oh, did that inner voice surface? Was it kind or was it being cruel and unkind? And therefore, once you actually become aware, you acknowledge it, you articulate the words, you challenging them, then you can actually reprogram your brain to stop being cruel and stop that inner critic from trying to keep you stuck, instead for it to try and encourage you, because that's what we want. We want an inner cheerleader that's going to propel us to achieve our goals and aspirations. So by using this tool consistently, you can shift your mindset and create a more supportive inner dialogue within yourself. And that positive inner dialogue will create freedom, being kind to yourself while you're actually pursuing the actions and the activities that are going to bring you the joy and the fulfillment, because achieving your goals is going to make you pat on the back, celebrate the progress that you've made. So you're keeping yourself accountable and you're not being stuck in that kind of fear action. So let me know in the comments below if you've actually used this kind of tools and techniques of becoming aware, acknowledging, articulating and challenging. Tell me, what is one of the things that inner voice is telling to you? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it constant? Or does it come and go at certain situations? And if you find this content useful and of value, please like and subscribe. If you think someone in your life would benefit from listening to this information, please share this with them as well. Now, I want you to go out and seize the day. I want you to have the most amazing day, and I want you to pay attention to that inner voice. Is it positive and encouraging, or is it negative and holding you stuck? And you have always got choices in life. You can choose to take on board these 4 steps, and you can shift that mindset of the inner dialogue, or you can just keep on doing what you've done before, and therefore you might not achieve all the goals as easy and as sustainably and as fun as you possibly could. So please choose wisely. Until the next one, bye.